The cat's not really bothering me right now. I don't know where he's at, but this is page 18. If you notice, that once said cat food. I don't know if Alec Baldwin's watching. If it can be so, I request him to play the ghostly father figure. He will appear many times throughout the entire screenplay. We're only on page 18. He's appeared twice. This line is, "Don't forget that cat litter." I like his wit. Alec Baldwin, Alec Baldwin, Alec Baldwin. And I would pretty much be upset if I don't get my way. We'll have to do things so that can happen. But it'd be revolutionary for him to get right back into cinema and just jump back right onto it. And I pitched the ghostly father figure to Alec Baldwin. I know he's gone through a lot of trauma. We could wait it out. And if we have to do that, then we can. I haven't heard. These things happen. It's happened to a lot of great actors. Trauma is what I just call it. It's like trauma. It's just so dramatic. It's trauma. If it can be another Baldwin, then we can deal with that. But I hope to see Alec back in another movie. But anyway, this is what I'm proposing on ghostly father figure. At least that type, okay? But I don't want to get into the whole thing. I'm sure Alec will return. We had a horrible thing that happened a long time ago with Robert Downey, where it was a whole different ball game, a whole different situation, and he was able to get back into the cinema. So anyway, I got to continue on and write this. So I just wanted to change that. Don't forget that cat litter. It's a comic kind of role. It's a ghostly figure that kind of watches over Jonah. It's the Obi-Wan Kenobi in Star Wars, you know. It's a great little role. It'd be good for Alec. I prefer Alec over all the other Baldwins, but just think of that. All right. I will not put up with it. You were being good and you were eating your food. I will not. You go over this way. This is the last part of the vlog. I know you're the star. Look at this werewolf kid. Oh my gosh, he's flipping out. Okay, listen. Can we reason? You can't see the shadow behind him because of how the camera is. Yeah, he's mad. Little actor kitty getting mad at the writer, huh? Look at that. Oh, God, got my finger. I need you to move. What this is? Smell it? Here. Want some more food? Come here. Come this way. I'm gonna rattle some of the dry food. I'll pick you up just like this. I'm gonna drop you right here. Very good, kitty. All right, we'll continue. All right, so at this point, Jonah is lost, and he's talking to a man that possibly is like the ghost of Kurt Vonnegut, a middle-aged Kurt Vonnegut. So he's off the Moosehead Trail. He's left Waterville. He's in his, I guess if we can use a Kia, I'm sure they're gonna have a problem with it. But Kia Rio, and he's parked it in this muddy lot, and he's walked up to his patio. And the first thing happens is he knocks on the door and this curtain opens from this bay window, and it's basically like Kurt Vonnegut standing there. And he doesn't really notice it's Kurt Vonnegut yet. And the man says, "Are you lost?" Jonah says, "Yes, I'm lost. I've been circling along this country road all night. I'm trying to get to Parkman. I keep going in circles. It's freezing outside. Can you let me in?" And so it's going to continue on there, right? That's what's going on right there. All right, we're going to go ahead and do a scroll.
You should catch you. I don't like walking around there. Can you take your spot? Love you. I gotta go to bed.
All right, Johnny Depp would love this section. It's a lot of description because of the driving of the car. And I know secretly he reads the description. He says he just reads the dialogue. He mostly reads the dialogue, but you got to have some description because it's not always dialogue. Go back to the Silent Day, Charlie Chaplin, baby. This scene is called Lost Ghost Near Moosehead Trail. Starts on page 19. Exterior back road outside of Athens, Maine day. Jonah drives down a country road toward Parkman. Close up. Car's gas gauge reads half full. Cut to. Exterior back road moments later. Jonah's car drives down the country road. Cut to. Exterior narrow trail, wilderness, Athens, Maine. Hour later, Jonah's car is now on the narrow dirt trail, lost in the wilderness of the backwoods, Athens, in Maine. Looks like a dead end. Jonah puts the car in reverse and backs up and turns the car around. Cut to. Exterior farm road outside Athens, Maine, dusk. Don't recognize any of this. Cut to. GPS navigator, Google Maps, close up, screen of the THC merged smartphone, GPS signal lost. Cut to. Page 20. Exterior back road outside of Athens, Maine, dusk. Jonah continues to drive down the same country road as before. This looks familiar, but not a good type of familiar. I must be driving in freaking circles. Cut to. Car's gas gauge reads quarter full. Cut to. Exterior country road near Athens, Maine, dusk. Jonah's car zooms down the country road within the wilderness. He has been driving for a while and remains lost. Cut to. Car's instrument panel. Temperature is 7 degrees Fahrenheit. Jonah. Man, it's 7 degrees out. I'm running low. Cut to. Gas gauge. 1 notch until empty. Cuts to. Exterior back road. Moments later, Jonah slowly drives his car down the same and now horrifically familiar country road. This is the same road as before. Where is my freaking turnoff to Parkman? Cut to. Exterior back road. Near dark. Jonah continues driving down the same country road once again. My dear God, what is this? It's the same road as before. This can't be happening. I'm getting low. Cut to. Interior, Jonah's car, night. Jonah hugs the steering wheel and intently watches the same country road. Are you seeing a ghost? What's going on? What is the deal? Do we have to do a cat food commercial? Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. He's just jumping around. Car's instrument panel. The temperature gauge reads 2 degrees Fahrenheit. Cut to. Interior, Jonah's car, night. It's closing in on 2 degrees outside. God, send me a sign of where to turn. Cut to. Car's gas gauge. The empty yellow light is on. Cut to. Exterior country road later that night. Jonah pulls the car into a muddy driveway leading to a house along the country road. Jonah turns his hazards on and gets out. He puts his wallet in his pocket and walks to the normal-sized house with a large front bay window. The house looks run down from the long winters. Cut to. Look at it now. He's rolling, dude. He's gonna watch him flip out. He's supposed to be in the bedroom but he's up there just. No, kitty. No, kitty. Seriously, no. You're on camera. I gotta find where I'm at. He's getting all the notes and everything. Here, come on. What do we want? You want some food? I got some chicken in here. I'll be back in a minute. Just give me a second. I'm trying to do it where it's the sequence of how it's going. But we're gonna turn it like this. And I gotta find it too. Because these little things, they're different than paper. Now he's going after the feet too, right here. Well, we'll just have to start over. It'll get a better sequence. Don't let him out for a minute. Okay, we see now that the temperature gauge reaches 2 degrees Fahrenheit. Cut to interior Jonah's car at night. It's closing on 2 degrees outside. God, send me a sign of where to turn. Cut to car's gas gauge. The empty yellow light is on. Cut to country road later that night. Jonah pulls the car into a muddy driveway leading to a house along the country road. Jonah turns his hazards on and gets out. He puts his wallet in his pocket and walks to the normal size house with a large front bay window. The house looks run down from the long winters. Cut to exterior normal size 2-bedroom house with bay window. Moments later, Jonah walks up to the patio and rings the front door bell. Suddenly, the front curtains to the bay windows fly open, revealing a man in his bathrobe. Medium shot, man that favors middle-aged Kurt Vonnegut is standing at the window wearing a baby blue bathrobe and holding a vintage 1970-style landline telephone with extended coiled handset telephone cord. The yellow coiled cord drifts off into a back room. The man has a bushy, graying mustache and crazy curly mop-like hair, just as Kurt Vonnegut once wore. He has a thick Vonnegut-style prescription eyewear and looks like a serious writer. What are we doing with eyewear? We'll look at that word a little bit later. Anyway, man that favors Vonnegut. Are you lost? Yes, I'm lost. I've been circling along this country road all night. I'm trying to get to Parkman. I keep going in circles. It's freezing. Can you let me in? I can call my mom to get directions. She lives in Abbott. I'm staying there. I'm staying in their cabin in Parkman. I can't let you in. Why not? There was a pharmacy that was robbed near here, and the robber escaped from jail, so I can't let anyone in. Jonah holds up his wallet to the window. I brought my license. It has my photo on it. I can prove who I am. Man that favors Vonnegut. Sorry. Jonah. Sir, can I use your phone? Can you hand it to me through a window? It's pretty cold out here. Freezing, actually. Man that favors Vonnegut. No can do. Where are you trying to get to again? Parkman. Where are you headed? Eastbound or westbound? I'm not for sure. The man that favors Vonnegut holds his hands outward as if being crucified. East to west, the man that favors Vonnegut stretches his arms and hands upward and outward, side to side, making a cross. West to east, I don't know what you mean. Man that favors Vonnegut. West to east, east or west, which way you going? Jonah is shivering at this point. Man, does it matter? It's 1 degree out. Can you call the authorities and ask them to come out here and lead me back to Parkman? I don't want to freeze. Man that favors Vonnegut. Sure, I'll call him for you. Hang on. Jonah walks back to his car and gets inside, starting the ignition and turning on the car's heater. Cut to interior Jonah's car that night. Jonah warms his hands on the vents. He gets out and approaches the house again. Cut to exterior front patio moments later. Man that favors Vonnegut. I called the sheriff. You trying to get to Parkman? Jonah, sure am. He gave me directions for you. Keep on this main road here. Stay straight. Head that direction and make your first right. That will lead you to Dexter. Dexter will lead you there. Jonah pointing. That way? Man that favors Vonnegut pointing. Yes, that way. Jonah, tell the sheriff I said thanks. And thanks to you too. Have a good holiday, sir. Jonah walks back to his car, reverses, turns, and drives forward back on the main road. Jonah, dude, look just like Kurt Vonnegut. Imagine that. Cut to. We're good to go.